يا حلوة يا حلوة يا حلوة يا دبي كايزر بوليلا movement يلا يلا يلا. The purpose of this is to listen to amazing artists about their journeys. Also, we will invite marketers, entrepreneurs, and all of that good stuff. Does the mic sound good? It sounds like... Okay, that's a good start. So you know the purpose of this. We're gonna do a podcast live, ask question, and then later on we're gonna do a Q&A sessions. Am I saying the right things, Cuckoo? Doesn't sound too convincing. So this is our second run. Are you ready for me to ask you some questions?
I am ready.
Good.
Is
Then
my
after
mic
that,
fine?
Jakob will perform for us. Dude, you sound sexy.
Yeah?
Trust
You sound
me.
sexy too.
Yeah, you sound very, very sexy. Think about it like a chat show, but with audience. Like even this week, I'm more chill than last week. So Hugo, let's run it.
Alright.
يا حلوة يا حلوة يا دبي كايزر بوليلا networking space. Every week we will invite amazing professionals, entrepreneurs, and artists and speakers to come and celebrate and share their knowledge, and they will add value to all of us. So today we have an amazing guest. He goes by the name of Jakob or Jacob.
I really don't care, but you actually advised me to use the name Jacob in the city for reasons that will not be revealed here.
So, okay, for those that don't know you, my name is Kayzar. For those that don't know you, tell them your actual name, how they can find you on the social media. What is your full name?
Yeah, my name is Jakob Gunnarsson, and my Instagram name and producer name is Jakob Gunnars. Just like my name without the O and N at the end.
Amazing, light work.
Simple.
So where are you from?
I'm from Iceland.
Iceland?
Yes.
Tell me more about Iceland.
Iceland is a tiny country, 350,000 people in the North Atlantic.
Yeah.
Quite a bit colder than Dubai.
Yeah. Amazing.
Beautiful, amazing country, big tourist destination. Had a lot of unique things about it.
How is the music scene over there?
Music scene is very good. Since there are only 350,000 people, and it has a really good music scene for that few people. A lot of jazz things going on. We have a lot of really big world touring artists, Björk, Sigur Rós, Kaleo,
Amazing.
A lot of people.
So did you play only in Iceland? Of course now in Dubai, but did you play any other country in between?
Yeah, I lived in New York for a little bit.
Yeah.
It was a great learning experience.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get into that whole thing a little bit later. Before I moved here, I was in Berlin, and then I moved here 2 weeks ago.
How is the music scene in Berlin?
Berlin music scene is great. It's quite a bit different than Reykjavik. It's packed with people. Yeah. So it has problems with how many people there are. Yeah. Like how many people are there doing music. It's very the music industry is oversaturated everywhere, but especially so in Berlin. That's why musicians in Berlin. A lot of people maybe live there, but as soon as you leave Berlin and play somewhere else, you get paid twice as much. Just because right in Berlin there are so many musicians.
Yeah, I got you. So, and of course, it's obvious why you kind of jumped in. We invite you to come in. Now you are here in Dubai, so we're new, so we don't know much. But of course, the people that we are around, hopefully, will push you to go further in your music career. So you are a musician. What instruments do you play? Are you just a musician?
I play piano, but also drums and bass, but mainly piano.
Yeah.
But I'm also a producer as well.
You produce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What kind of music you produce? What is?
Mainly hip hop.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like modern hip hop.
So we're talking like old trappy stuff, or just the commercial stuff?
Trappy stuff, which is kind of commercial stuff at this point. Mm-hmm. But I also play keys and I love jazz, so I try to kind of incorporate jazz piano with trappy sounding drums, like the drums you hear right now.
Amazing. So we'll skip forward to that. For me, I just want to ask you a bunch of questions to kind of to give people an insight for those that don't know you yet. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be famous to ask this question for us. It's very important for us to share the knowledge and the experiences that we have. Then hopefully we will add value to people.
Yeah.
Say, a musician and a producer. What do you prefer, being a musician or a producer more?
I can't choose, man.
You have to choose one.
I could say, during the day, I like to focus more on, playing instruments.
Yeah.
Just somehow, there I practice every day, obviously.
Okay.
But producing is more of a nighttime thing. It's fun to just, and all of my neighbors that I've ever had have hated me because like every night at 11 o'clock you need to turn off your monitors and go to headphones.
So basically you're a musician come producer after.
Yeah, and I've only done production for about 2 years, but I've been playing piano since I was 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. I got you.
But it's all related, though. You know, I think like being a producer has helped me become a better player as well. Because when you're a producer, you're thinking about adding elements or taking away what's needed at this point.
Yeah.
So it's in the end, it's all music.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, up to date. What is the best gig you played in so far? Like it could be a festival. It could be.
2 gigs come to mind.
Yeah.
I played with, it was my first big gig, jazz gig with my original music only, or my arrangement was in Berlin.
Yeah.
With we played at the Icelandic embassy.
Yeah.
Big hall, with a great piano there, and it was amazing. It was really nice, and the place was packed, which I was not expecting. So it was that. And then I played a really weird festival called Nordische Klang in a tiny ass town in Germany called Greifswald.
Greifswald.
Greifswald. It's like 3 hours north of Berlin by the Baltic Sea.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a really small town, but that was actually funny because we prepared, about like a 45-minute set, and they, expected us to play 2 45-minute sets. So we didn't have nearly enough material. So we just, decided to take really long solos and just added a bunch of stuff, and by the end we were just goofing off. And it was, and people were really up for it, which really surprised me. It was all just like 50, 60-year-old Germans, but they were really stoked on seeing us just go off a little bit. We were in like a really good mood that night. It was really fun.
Amazing. But Dubai, sometimes they will ask you to do 4 sets. You need to be ready for 4 sets. 2 sets doesn't cut it. Yeah. You have to have minimum of 3 sets.
Yeah, man. But that's why that's why I kind of like it. Like the pace of everything is fast.
Yes.
And I know you like everything fast as well. So anything can happen. Immediately, and you need to deliver. But I like it. I like that environment.
I got you. Okay. Now, so we know what you've done. Say, in the horizon, what gig or a festival that you would love to play as a musician?
I would love to play any of the big jazz festivals, like North Sea Jazz Festival, Montreux Jazz Festival in the Alps. Just jazz festivals are so much fun because they're like music festivals, but about music and not partying and drugs.
Yes.
So everyone just is there to listen to music, which makes the average age quite a bit higher than Glastonbury.
There is a dope event that happens here in DXB called actually Jazz Festival by Emirates Airline. It happens every year in March.
I didn't know that.
Really big. No, really, really big.
Wow,
so
I should apply for that.
Maybe we can cross some wires. With the thing in September, Iceland Jazz. Remember I told you?
Oh yeah.
Fair enough. Oh, as a producer, who would you want to produce for? If you have somebody that you want them to rap your beat.
I mean, if I'm gonna be totally unrealistic, I love Travis Scott, and I would love to produce with Travis Scott, even though that's very, very unlikely. But I like all the big ones, Travis Scott. I'm a huge Cardi B fan. I love the Migos as well. Just all the those people. Yeah. Also, Young Thug. Well, I'm not gonna mention all the names that I like. But you get the.
Now I get the direction you are going to.
Yeah.
I got it, dude. I got it. Say, now let's skip forward. As a musician, what do you like about being a musician or an artist?
I just really love playing, and the most fun thing that the most fun thing is what we're gonna do right now, because we're gonna, right after this, we're gonna play, and we don't really know what we're gonna play.
Yeah.
So I like the uncertainty of, nobody really knows what's gonna happen. Everyone needs to be on their toes and listen, respond. So that's my favorite part.
Okay, that's the positive side. What is the negative side about being a musician or a producer?
To be really practical, I don't like hauling gear. Nobody likes that. but there are
what to do?
Yeah, when you can't do it, you can't really complain about it. But there are also a lot of things. I mean, being around the wrong people can be really detrimental. Being around people that don't support you or think that what you're doing is stupid. And just having to do all the things that's not strictly music. I mean, networking can be fun, but it can also be, not so fun.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, but it's all a part of it.
I got you. Say, for our listeners out there, if they want to pursue a career or a hobby as a musician, what is your advice to them?
I mean, get really good. Just practice every day. Do something every day that everyone talks about consistency, and that's what it is. Just be working on it every day. And before you think about networking and getting connections, make sure that your shit is really fucking great. Because when you might get in that room or get that gig or that person is in the audience. Yeah. You don't know when that's gonna happen. When that happens, you need to fucking deliver.
So basically, if you want to be a musician, just get practicing. But if I want to want to be a musician, where do I start? How do I start? Do I just get a tambourine or get a guitar? Do I just start singing? How do I don't know what to do, dude. Just help me.
Start playing piano.
Piano?
Because piano is the baseline of all the other instruments. If you play piano, you kind of can get by on most other instruments, I would think.
So you're saying I should buy a piano and play piano?
Absolutely.
Dude, it's not gonna work.
Shall
I go to school? Shall I go online? Shall I find somebody that can play the piano? Or just play the piano?
To this day, I still watch YouTube videos.
Okay.
And I recommend that, but finding a great teacher that can tell you, you suck at this, you suck at that, you need to work on this, do this, it's also very, very helpful. But I don't think it's necessary to go to school at all. I only went to jazz school for 3 years, but I did go to classical music school for way longer than that, but I wasn't really a great student. So I don't think it's necessary to go to school, but taking lessons, you can do that anywhere. Anyone can ask, hey, can you teach me for an hour? I'll pay you. I think that's...
They just need to find the will and just go get started.
Yeah.
That's it, just do it. There is a way, right?
There's nothing stopping anyone. People often if I had this and that, then, if I had time, and I know people are very busy. Yeah. But, if you really want it, you can find some time to, but also, be patient. You're gonna suck for a long time. And don't be pissed off that you suck. Don't get super frustrated that you can't play a Beethoven sonata for the first time. Nobody can do that. So you have to not be you have to be self-aware and self-critical to a point. Yeah. But enjoy approaching something, sucking at it, and then maybe sucking a little bit less the next day. The next day. But enjoy the process and don't be frustrated.
Yeah, I got you. So there must be a reason behind you starting to play music. Are you inspired by anybody, by something, by somebody in your family? When did you say, I want to do this?
There are a few moments.
Yeah.
I remember when I was a tiny kid. Yeah. My dad played me "Don't Stop Me Now" by Queen. Don't stop me now, I wanna have. Great song. And I've never, the feeling that I got when I heard the song, I was like, wow, that's crazy, But I didn't really think about it I want to be a musician. Yeah. But then there was, that was when I was really, really young. And then I, listened to, then I was playing piano, classical piano. And then when I first heard Guns N' Roses, that it's just really, there was a similar thing, just super hit me, wow, that's crazy. but it never really occurred to me still to do it as a career. I just wanted to play guitar instead of piano because it was a lot cooler. But you know, and then I saw an Icelandic guy playing in Reykjavik, and I was like, and he was playing piano at a level that I'd never seen before my eyes. So I was, fuck man, I need to, because up until that point I always thought, yeah, I'm pretty good, but then I was like, no man, I suck. I need to practice, you know, and that's why I also went to New York, because I wanted to see, you know, kids that were younger than me just run circles around me on the instrument, and you know, you need that kind of. It's kind of hard to face how much you suck, but I think that's the key to progress.
Yeah, in the US and a lot of places like that, there is so many people competitive at so many things. So when you go to big cities and big countries, you just basically in the middle of a competition, whatever you pick on, dude, there is probably about a million people trying to do the same thing.
Exactly.
So, and that's why in those cities, they prevail quite faster, and the level's always very high at a young age, because they are surrounded by super talented people at any kind of pocket of expertise they're trying to jump on. And when we are in a smaller city, like you said, in Iceland, the pocket of people, musicians, they must have been solid for you to progress the way you progress, and that's why you moved in to Berlin, and that's why you're here in Dubai.
I think it's very important for, like, I would say though that the level in Iceland is really high, you know, when you think about how few people are there. But that's also because musicians in Iceland leave all the time, and then they come back, and then they're really great. So everyone, you know, they kind of up the level. You know? But like if you come from a tiny town somewhere that no one really leaves from, then you might, you know, grow up like, I'm kind of good, and then you get that slap in the face when you go to New York.
I got you, dude. Amazing. So for me, of course, we know what's happening with you. You just moved into Dubai. The whole thing is really fresh. Really, really fresh. So let's kind of let that slide. What is your agenda? What do you want to achieve for the coming year, 5 years, 6 years? What do you want to do? What is the thing that you want to grab?
It's not really a one goal that I want to achieve, but I would say that I would just, you know, like always, I just want to improve. I just want to improve my piano playing, want to improve my drumming, improve my production skills. You know, maybe find some people in Dubai that maybe enjoy my production. But also, what I'm really excited about Dubai is like it's a super fast-growing city. But you know, all the stuff is here, but the culture is kind of, you know, catching up to it still. So I think maybe who knows what Dubai is going to be like in 5 years?
I got you.
You know, it's just there's a lot of possibilities.
And that's why we are here, and we will remain. So the sole purpose for this podcast is get to know you. I think we have got a small insight about Jakob, aka Jacob. So thank you for being my guest today. We've got to keep it short and sweet. We will do this podcast again when you know more about Dubai, and so we can dig deep and ask about the struggles and all of the good and the bad stuff. But for now, I'm gonna get your band and your crew to jump on the stage and let's rock it. But you have been amazing, dude.
Thank you.
And I've seen you play. You're a monster. So the purpose of this podcast, for those people viewing in for the first time and the second time, is to interview these phenomenal human beings. They don't necessarily need to be famous. We will put them on a spotlight. Thank you, brother. You've been amazing.
Thank you.
So let's rock the stage.
Yeah, man.
Jakob.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Hey, what's up? Kayzar here. Listen to my podcast, learn the truth behind business and marketing. Basically being an entrepreneur on the following platforms.